And thanks for joining us. New data from the Department of Workforce Development shows just how dramatically unemployment numbers have increased since the pandemic started. That large spike there is from March to April. The orange line showing Wisconsin's unemployment numbers are still lower than the national average. We start with team coverage on how Wisconsinites are struggling.
Madeline O'Neill has an update from people who have waited weeks for unemployment benefit payments. But first, Amy Reed shares the latest data. Amy?
That unemployment rate is the worst the state has seen in a long time, according to the chief economist with the Department of Workforce Development. He said during the Great Recession, the state was around a 10% unemployment rate. And the last time they could even compare was the Great Depression, when rates were around 25% unemployed. Earlier in the year, the department said the rate could get up to 27%, but the chief economist doubted how likely that is, saying that there's less than a 50% chance that we'll climb to that high of a rate. And the reason that we're just seeing this data now, as opposed to in March when the layoffs began, is just a factor of when they gather this data at the beginning of every month.
That's why you had this large and what seems like a sudden jump, because all this activity happened within weeks in the context of a monthly data series.
Given that the soonest we'll be able to measure the impact that reopening has had on the unemployment rate is July, when the June numbers come out. And that will be, unless things change again, the first full month without these stay-at-home orders. Now, Maddie O'Neill has an update on unemployment payments for gig workers and self-contractors, some who say they feel like they're falling through the cracks.
Yeah, Amy, today is the first day the DWD is issuing determinations on the Pandemic Unemployment Assistance, or PUA, benefits claims. Now, that, again, is for gig workers or self-employed workers like hairstylists. The DWD is going through more than 80,000 of those claims from workers who have been waiting for months.
My daughters have told me that I work too much.
Lately, hairstylist Tony Taberry has had plenty of time to hang out on her porch.
It's a nice, calming place to be.
A feeling that can be hard to come by during the pandemic.
Because a lot of people are starting to struggle.
Especially with frustrations stemming from unemployment benefits, as Taberry and her hairstylist friends go without pay as they continue their 10-week wait for word on their Pandemic Unemployment Assistance, or PUA, benefits.
And it's painful and very frustrating with the lack of communication.
Just the silence is what's frustrating.
We spoke with Afton resident Jessica Sainer for a news story in early April as she searched for answers on her pending unemployment benefits claims. She's now on week 11 of waiting.
Essentially, at this point, I've kind of given up on anything.
Afton's situation is a bit unique, so she may not qualify for traditional unemployment, but she's unable to see if she qualifies for PUA until her claim is addressed.
Bankruptcy's on the horizon.
I understand they will receive back payment when we do get to that.
Emily Savard with the state's unemployment department says staff members are working through more than 80,000 PUA claims, rolling out the first by the end of this week.
We wanted to make sure that the programming was done correctly.
Savard couldn't say how many will get their money this week or how long the whole process will take. She understands workers are running out of patience.
We're doing the best we can.
Taberry worries workers are running out of money.
It all adds up. We'll have masks on our face.
She's getting back to the salon soon, and that means expensive additions to keep her clients safe.
Gloves that we have to use.
Taberry will have them covered. She's just hoping the government will have her back as well.
It's like for us still not to get anything and was promised that 10 weeks ago is not okay.
The DWD's new call center got up and running yesterday with several dozen new workers. Soon that will be up to 500 new workers helping callers with their unemployment issues. Savard with the unemployment division says that they're making changes and learning from this to be more prepared in case something like this happens in the future.
Maddie and Amy, thank you both.